Hey guys, welcome to Anna Loves Makeup. Today I have my July favorites for you guys. If you're new here, thank you for being here. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the favorites. Unfortunately, I have some fails in this video, so I will talk about those at the end. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first product I want to mention is the Smashbox Photo Finish So Chill Coconut Primer Water. This was part of like a limited edition collection. I want to say it was like either last summer or the summer before. Now I have been using this quite a bit all month because I don't want to put an extra primer on top of my moisturizer and my SPF. I kind of just want to go over my face with something a little more simple and a little bit easier. Now this does hold my makeup in place. I've never had an issue with this. It is a great primer for your skin if you're just looking for something just to spray over your face really quickly and get out the door. And the plus to this is it smells like coconuts. It smells really, really good. So for some blushes, I do want to mention these Covergirl True Blend So Flushed blushes. I have three here. I have the shade Sunset Glitz. Now this one looks like it would be a bronzer, but it's not like that on the skin. It's a little bit lighter, you know, more of a nude blush. And then I have the shade Sweet Seduction, which is really pretty. It's like a mauve shade. And then the other shade I have is called Hot Frenzy. And this is one of my favorite shades, especially for summer. It's got that really beautiful like orange tint to it. Now these are super, super pigmented. Look, I just swatched it on my finger and it's super highly saturated. So I'm gonna show you swatches of these. It doesn't take much when you use these blushes. You have to go in with a light hand, guys, because they are very, very pigmented. But the good thing about these is they stay on the skin all day long. They don't go anywhere. They're easy to blend and the colors are just beautiful. So here are the shades right here. The top one is the Hot Frenzy. The second one is the Sweet Seduction, and the last is the Sunset Glitz. And as you can see, that Sunset Glitz has kind of a sheen to it. It's not a true like bronzed color. It's a very nude blush, but it looks really beautiful on the skin. Another blush that I have been loving for the month of July is the Nars Orgasm X. I tried this in a video here recently and I fell in love with it. I like it more than the original Orgasm. I think this one is just so beautiful on the skin and it looks really beautiful on like darker skin tones. For lighter skin tones, I would say that if you're gonna use this, go with a light hand because it is very pigmented on the skin. But I'm gonna show you guys a swatch here. Look how pretty this shade is. Look how beautiful that is. It's a very like peachy coral with like a slight golden undertone. Just really, really beautiful. And like I said, I like this one way better than the original Orgasm. I used to have, and I think I still do, the original Orgasm, but I don't use it as often. And when I saw this one, I thought, why not buy it? Because I think this one was gonna be more flattering on my skin tone than the original Orgasm. And I would say that the original Orgasm looks really beautiful on lighter skin tones. So yeah, so I really like that one. And the next thing from Nars that I really have been loving, and I'm really surprised that I love it so much, is the Nars Laguna bronzer. This is the mini size of the bronzer. And I bought it because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like this shade on me or not. I used to have the old Nars Laguna bronzer and I did like it, but I ended up liking Casino better. So yeah, so this is the one that I purchased and I really, really do love it. I think this one is a better formulation than the original Nars Laguna. I feel like this one has like more of a sheen to it, but it is just gorgeous on the skin. I do have it on today with this makeup look. Now this makeup look, hopefully it'll be posted before my favorites. It is my Forget-Me-Nots video with my friend Jules here on YouTube. So if you haven't checked out her channel or checked out the old Forget-Me-Nots videos, I will list them down below so you guys can check them out. But yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that video with her very, very soon. Hopefully I'll get it posted here in the next few days. But getting back to the bronzer, I do have it on today and I really, really do love it. I have mentioned this powder on my channel, but I don't know if I've mentioned it in my favorites. I can't remember if I mentioned it last month, but I should have if I didn't. but it's the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. I have mine in the shade Tan, and I absolutely love this powder. Now, I still do love my Undone Powder in medium, but this one gives off a different look to my skin as opposed to the Undone Powder. It does give off a different look to my skin. This one gives off like this beautiful, like flawless sheen to my skin, which I love. I think this looks good over any foundation that I use. And it just completes my makeup look. It makes my makeup look flawless. So really do love this. And to me, it's very affordable compared to other powders. My Undone powder is also affordable. So I love this one, but I still love my Undone because my Undone is a little bit different. It gives like that glow from within look, and it adds just a little bit of color to my skin. Whereas this one doesn't really add a lot of color to my skin, but it makes my skin look flawless, and it does have a slight sheen to it. So I actually use this as a finishing powder. I don't really use it to set my makeup. I use other powders to do that, but here lately I've been finishing off with this. So I have to mention this palette. I have done 2 looks on my channel with this palette. It's the Natasha Denona Bronze palette. This is an absolutely beautiful palette that you could use like every day. I have used this nonstop. I love it. I love every shadow that's in here. They're very pigmented, very creamy, very blendable. They're just gorgeous. I have done so many looks with this. I have just been loving it. I especially love all the copper shades in here. They just look really like beautiful and coppery bronze on the eyes. So love this palette. This is one of her cheaper palettes. It was $65, so that's a lot cheaper than what most of her palettes are. But yeah, guys, I love this palette, and I have been using it like nonstop. So 2 other shadow products that I've been loving for my eyes are the Maybelline Color Strike Cream to Powder Shadow Pens. They look like this, and I have 2 here, and I'm going to show you the outside packaging. I kept them for this video. So this is the outside packaging for the shadow pens. I got the shade number 50 Hustle and number 40 Rally, and they're both metallic shades. This one is 40 Rally, and this one is 50 Hustle. And they come like in pen form. So basically what you do is you screw off the top, and there's like this shadow applicator at the end. And basically what I do is I kind of just push it in there, and then I take it and I put it all over my eye. Then I take a brush and I just kind of blend everything out, and the look comes out super, super pretty. These do have a little bit of shimmer to them, but not enough shimmer to where you can't wear it during the day. They're just really like beautiful on the eye. I love these, and they last all day. Now, I did purchase 2 of the matte ones, and I did not like the matte, guys. I felt like they skipped. I felt like they weren't creamy enough. So yeah, I ended up taking those back. But these here I kept, and I've been using them, especially on days when I just want to do a quick eye look, put it on and go. This is what I go for. So I'm going to show you these shadows on the back of my hand so you guys can see the pigmentation. But they are absolutely gorgeous. I'm just so in love with these shadows. Like I said, they're so easy to use. They look so beautiful on the eye. The times that I have used a transition shade with these are times when I have time to put on eyeshadow. But the days that I don't have time, I just put these on by themselves. So I'm gonna show you. So the top one here is Rally, that's number 40, and the number 50 is on the bottom, which is Hustle. But those are the shades there. Aren't they beautiful? I just love them, and they blend out really, really nicely on the eyes. So for another cheek product, I have been loving the NYX Soft Cheek Tint Blush Mousse. This one's in the shade Almost Famous, but this is what the product looks like. It is kind of like a tube with a twist off cap. And then this is the applicator. It kind of looks like a lip gloss applicator. But when I put this on my cheeks, basically what I do is just kind of tap it on my cheek. And then I take like a beauty sponge and I kind of just blend it in. And it blends in beautifully. Now this one is very pigmented. I would be very careful using this. I would just go in with like just a couple of dots or even like 3 dots of it and then blend it in, because guys, you'll see right now, it is super pigmented. So yeah, that's what it looks like. I'm gonna blend it out so you guys can see how it's gonna look blended out. but this is so beautiful on the cheeks. It gives kind of that flushed cheek look, but in the orange tone. There are actually others, they're more like the flush tones, but this one is more on the orange side, but still, guys, it looks really, really pretty. But that's it right there, blended out. I did blend it out with my sponge for you guys. These also stay on all day. I've actually used this over my powder and I've used it over foundation, and it works both ways for me. So yeah, really love this product. Thinking about getting a couple more because these are good for the summer. They don't go anywhere. They don't melt off your skin, and they don't have like that emolliency to them. If that's a word, is that a word, emolliency? But they're not emollient, you know what I mean? So yeah, the products that are emollient, they tend to kind of melt off my skin. I don't know why, they just do. So I haven't had a lot of luck with cream products, but this one is really good. So this next product I just recently did a video on, and this is one that I fell in love with. This is the Multidimensional Face and Body Shimmer. This is what it looks like. It comes in really cute packaging. It has e.l.f. on the front. And this is the shade. Now it looks white in the pan, but it's not. It is a true gold shade, and it is gorgeous. I put this all over my décolleté when I did the video, and I was shimmering from shoulder to shoulder. It looked really good. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Very shimmery, very beautiful. I haven't tried this on my face. I don't know how it would look on my cheekbones, so I haven't really tried it on my face. I'm kind of scared because it is very, very shimmery. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll try it, but so far for the body, this is perfect. Now, the other body product that I love from the e.l.f. Retro Paradise collection was the Glow Up Body Oil. This is the shade Golden Hour. I did purchase the brush to go with this as well. Now, initially when I did that video, I used the brush with the body shimmer. But today I use the brush with this. I love the glow that this product gives to my body with this brush. It's just so beautiful and glowy. It's not too shimmery, and it doesn't feel greasy at all. Not only that, it smells really good. It has like this fruit scent to it. And normally I'm not into fruit scents, but with this, it's very faint, it's very light, so it's not like super, it's not super strong. So yeah, I really love this together, and I think I love it more than I love this with the body shimmer, because I felt like with this brush, because it's so dense, it kind of came off really, really thick and heavy. So either way, I still liked it, but I would say use like more of a loose, like big powder brush with the shimmer, and then with this one going with more dense brush because it is very liquidy. I'm gonna show you the consistency of this so you guys can see. When I use it, I do shake it up really well because you want to be able to distribute the product throughout inside the bottle. So this is what it looks like. It's very, very liquidy, very bronzy. So that is what it looks like swatched. But you guys can tell that on my skin, it just looks very glowy, very bronzy. So I really do love these products. So for the next products that I want to talk about are these mascaras. Now, one of the mascaras I have used for the past couple of months, and it's the Mega Slim Skinny Mascara. I did like this for my bottom lashes. It works really well, but I really love it for my top lashes. And how I use it is I go in with my Grande Drama or any other mascara that I'm using for the day, and then I go on top of my lashes with this. It pretty much grabs all my lashes, it lengthens my lashes, and it also makes them stay in place throughout the heat. So I really love this on top of this mascara, so I've been using these together a lot. I have used it with other mascaras, but this is the one that I use it with a lot, especially when I go to work, because I don't want like mascara smearing all over my face. And then the other mascara that I have been loving, and I cannot believe that I had not seen this in store, and I'm not sure, but I think it might be new to their line, is the Covergirl Exhibitionist Uncensored Mascara. So this is what the mascara tube looks like. Now this mascara is just the right consistency when it comes to formula, because as you can see, it looks a little bit more like drying and not so wet. So when you put it on your lashes, it grabs onto your lashes and it lengthens them and it makes them full. It just makes my lashes look really good. So I've really been loving this. I think this is perfect for my lashes right now because, as you guys know, I have been growing out my lashes. I use that new lash serum, which I will be having a video coming up soon to show you guys like the growth process. But yeah, so I've been looking at different mascaras, and this one has been one of my favorite mascaras from the drugstore so far for my upper lashes. So really loving this. If you guys have not tried it, it's a Covergirl Exhibitionist Uncensored mascara, and I think I got the shade Black Noir. Now the next product that I'm going to show you, I really thought I wasn't going to like until I actually tried it. I'm sorry guys if my voice sounds a little scratchy, but I feel like I have something stuck in my throat. It's starting to feel a little bit dry, so I apologize for that. But this product was something that I told myself that I didn't need, that I didn't want to try it, that I didn't think it was going to be a big deal until I tried one. And when I tried it, I absolutely fell in love with them. So what it is a Maybelline Lifter Gloss with hyaluronic acid. So this is what they look like. They're really beautiful packaging. They have the blush top. It's a clear plastic bottle or package. And this is what the applicator looks like. It's a really thick applicator. But the gloss in here, guys, is so, so good. Now, the day that I tried these, I actually used them with my KKW lip liners, and I used the shades 1.5 and 2. When I use these glosses with this, my lips look like super full. They look like I've gotten like lip injection. That's how good they look. They look really good, very glossy. The gloss itself is not sticky. It doesn't feel horrible on the lips. It doesn't dry out my lips. It just looks really beautiful, glossy, juicy, just plump. And I really love this product. Now, because I loved this product so much, I ended up buying 9. That's pretty much every shade that they have. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they may have 3 other shades that I didn't get, but yeah. This is how much I like this product. So I will list all the shades that I got below. But yeah, guys, these are gorgeous. The shades of these glosses have really good pigmentation. They are really, really beautiful on the lips, like I said. And guys, I just love them. I love how they plump my lips up. So this one here is Pearl. It's 001. The center one is 005 Petal. And then one of my favorites is 007 Amber. But yeah, these are some of the glosses. This is how they swatch, and they're such a good gloss for a drugstore gloss. I'm telling you guys, if you haven't tried them and you're looking for a really good juicy gloss that's not gonna be like sticky, try these. And I'm telling you, they're gonna make your lips look so like voluptuous and just plump. I guarantee you guys, you're gonna love them. So anyway, yeah, I will list all the shades that I have down below. The next thing I wanna mention are 2 perfumes that I love right now for the summer. One of them is the Sol Cheirosa 62. I did purchase this during a Sephora 20% off sale. I think it was the spring sale. I did purchase this around that time, and I love this. I think it smells so good. It has a warm, summery type scent to it. Just smells divine. The other one that I've really been loving also is the Rose 31 by Le Labo. This one I wear interchangeably with the Sol, because this one has more of like a warm flowery scent. It's not as warm as this one. This one's more like a summer type scent, if you know what I mean. But this one is more like a warm flower scent, so a warm rose scent. And I really do love it. I love both of them. Whenever I do wear these, I do get compliments on the scent that I'm wearing. So yeah, I've been loving these for the month of July. And yes, of course, I'm gonna use them all the way up until probably October. When it gets cooler outside, I like to use a much warmer scent when it comes to perfume. So yeah, I've really been loving those. I do have 3 food products that I like that I want to tell you guys about. I have used one of them in June. I don't have them here with me. They are downstairs in the fridge, but I will put a picture right here so you guys can see. But the first one is called and I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, but I think it's called Bomba Sauce. And it is just a jar of like hot peppers that are kind of emulsified, and it's kind of like a pasty, it's kind of like a paste type product. It does have a little bit of oil in it from the peppers, but it's a product from Trader Joe's. And my friend Jules told me about this. She said she puts it on her sandwiches. And so I tried it one day and I was like shocked of how good it tasted. It was so good that I put it pretty much on every sandwich, every wrap, every burger that I eat. I really, really do like this sauce. I think it's like one of the best flavors to add to any sandwich. So yeah, I've really been loving that, and thanks to my friend Jules for actually recommending it, because I would have never known about it. Now the other one that I really like is called Trough Hot Sauce. It is made with black truffles. So if you're like me and you love anything truffle, you're gonna love this hot sauce. Now, I pretty much put this hot sauce like on Mexican food, on Chinese food, on pretty much anything. It is so good, and it's one of my favorite hot sauces right now. It tastes so good. Now, they do have another one that I think is a red bottle, and that one is super hot. This one's hot, but it's not too hot that you can't tolerate it. So yeah, I really love this hot sauce. I love it on everything, and I love the fact that it tastes like truffle. And the last product I want to show you is a creamer that I recently purchased. It's called Oat Yeah, and this one is an oatmeal cookie, and guys, this tastes so good. It doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. You only need a little bit for your coffee, and it adds just the right amount of sweetness to your coffee. You don't even need to add like sugar. It is so good. It is very creamy. It's a rich product, but not too rich, and it tastes just like oatmeal cookie. It's just really good. So yeah, those are some of my favorite food products. So now let's get into my fails. Okay, so the first fail is the, it was a kit by the e.l.f. Retro Paradise collection, and it came with 4 lip pencils and a lip gloss, and I'll insert a picture right here. This was really pretty when I put it on, and I used, I think, the more kind of like nude brown toned lip liner, which went on really nicely. It wasn't bad, but when I used the other lip liners, they were really hard to use. They weren't creamy. They kind of pulled and tugged on my lips when I used them. So because of that, this was a complete fail. Now the gloss is really pretty. You can get the gloss separate from the pencils, but I was not a fan of these pencils. They just felt really dry and very hard to use. The next thing I want to mention is the Retro Paradise Face and Body Shimmer, but this one was in the shade Soul. This one was not my cup of tea. It was more iridescent. It wasn't as flattering on me as I thought that Luna was. That's the one I just showed y'all. So yeah, I really didn't like that one for me. I liked the Luna better than the Soul. I think the Luna is just much more beautiful. So that's a product that I really didn't care for, but only because it wasn't the right shade for me. The next product was the Too Faced Peach Perfect Instant Coverage Concealer from their Peaches and Cream collection. Now initially this concealer went on beautifully. It looked so good on my under eyes, but one day I wore it and it was hot outside, and that sucker just melted off of my under eyes. It did not stay, it broke up, it just looked horrible. So for that reason, I ended up taking it back because I just could not use it for my under eyes. That formula just ended up not working for me. So it's unfortunate because I really love the way it went on. It just didn't last in the heat. I started wearing it to work during the hotter days and it just melted off really bad. So the last fail I want to mention is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Foundation. This foundation is all over YouTube and it's well liked by a lot of people. I just felt like this foundation didn't last very well on me. It kind of like made me really oily, like around this area, even on my chin. It did go on beautifully when I initially put it on, but as I wore it, it just made me oilier and oilier, and I just didn't like it for my skin. And that's a product that I really wanted to work for me, and it just didn't. Anyway, that is it for my favorites and fails. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you've been liking for the summer months, you know, whether it's foundation, lipstick, blush, mascara, whatever. I'd like to know what you guys are into. So thanks again for being here. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Take care, be safe, and we'll talk to you in the next one.